Have you ever pondered about the origins of your thoughts and ideas, about where they come from, or who first thought of them? Let's journey back in time, to the birth of philosophy, where it all began, in the vibrant city of Miletus, on the sun-drenched coast of ancient Ionia. A man named Thales was asking similar questions. Born around 624 years before the Common Era, Thales is often hailed as the first philosopher in the Western tradition. He was not just a thinker but a man of many talents, a mathematician, astronomer, and businessman amongst others. Thales diverged from mythological explanations of the world and sought rational, naturalistic explanations instead. He proposed that water was the fundamental principle or arche of all things. Although this idea might seem simplistic to us today, it marked a significant shift from myth to reason, igniting the flame of philosophical thought. Thales's philosophy was not merely confined to the cosmos. He also plunged deep into the realm of self-understanding. His dictum, "Know thyself," became a cornerstone of philosophical thought. It compelled individuals to introspect, to delve within their minds, and to understand their place in the grand scheme of things. It was an invitation to self-awareness and critical thinking, a call to comprehend our own nature and existence. In the bustling marketplaces and under the starlit skies of Miletus, Thales's ideas took root and flourished. His teachings ignited a spark that would light up the world of thought for centuries to come, inspiring a lineage of thinkers who would continue to question, explore, and understand the world around them. Thales opened the door to a world of thought and introspection, setting the stage for future philosophers. His legacy is not just his theories, but the very act of questioning and seeking rational explanations. It is this spirit of inquiry that lies at the heart of philosophy, a spirit that continues to thrive and evolve, shaping our understanding of the world and ourselves. So the next time you ponder over life's big questions, remember Thales, the man from Miletus, who dared to ask why, and in doing so, gave birth to philosophy. Imagine a world where questioning everything is the norm, where the accepted truth is constantly challenged. Welcome to the world of Socrates. Socrates, a celebrated philosopher from ancient Athens, was known for his relentless pursuit of wisdom. He was a stonecutter by trade, but his real passion lay in challenging the status quo, questioning the generally accepted truths of his time, and engaging in deep, thoughtful dialogues with anyone who dared to engage. His philosophy was simple yet profound. He believed that the only true wisdom is in knowing that you know nothing. This humility, this recognition of our own ignorance, was the starting point for all learning and discovery. Socrates was convinced that a life unexamined is not worth living. To him, the purpose of life was to question, to probe, to analyze, and to seek truth. This leads us to the Socratic method, a form of cooperative argumentative dialogue between individuals. It is based on asking and answering questions to stimulate critical thinking and to expose ideas and underlying presumptions. It was through this method that Socrates hoped to reach a clearer understanding of concepts such as justice, virtue, and knowledge. But Socrates' philosophy was not solely intellectual. He believed in the importance of moral and ethical living. He argued that virtue is the highest form of excellence and that our actions should always be guided by the pursuit of goodness and truth. Socrates never wrote down his teachings. Instead, his thoughts and ideas were recorded by his students, most notably Plato. Despite this, his influence on Western philosophy cannot be overstated. His legacy reminds us that wisdom is not about accumulating information. Instead, it's about understanding our own limitations and striving for a life of virtue and integrity. His method of questioning encourages us to challenge our preconceived notions, to probe deeper, and to seek truth in all aspects of life. Socrates taught us to question, to seek truth, and to live ethically. His philosophy, as relevant today as it was over 2,000 years ago, continues to inspire and provoke thought in those who dare to question the world around them. What if the world as we know it is just a shadow of reality? This is what Plato, a student of Socrates, proposed. Imagine, if you will, a world beyond our tangible reality. A realm of perfect, unchanging ideas, where everything we perceive in our earthly existence is merely an imperfect copy. This is the world of forms, as proposed by the ancient philosopher Plato. Plato believed that the physical world around us is constantly changing, always in flux. But in contrast, he suggested that there exists a realm of perfect, unchanging forms or ideas. This is the true reality according to Plato. For Plato, these forms were more than just concepts. They were eternal and unchanging realities that our physical world attempts to replicate. For instance, consider a simple object like a chair. There are countless variations of chairs in the world, but they all share a common chairness. According to Plato, this chairness is the perfect form of a chair that exists in the world of forms. But how does this relate to us, as human beings? Plato believed that our souls, before being born into the physical world, existed in the world of forms. There they had direct knowledge of these perfect forms. However, upon entering the physical world, this knowledge was forgotten. This is where education comes into play. For Plato, education was not about filling a mind with facts, but about reminding the soul of the knowledge it once had. It was a process of recollection, of remembering the perfect forms that our souls knew in the world of forms. This theory of forms has had a profound impact on philosophy. It proposed a higher reality, a realm of perfection that our imperfect world strives to emulate. It sparked debates about the nature of reality, knowledge, and education that still resonate today. Plato gave us a new perspective on reality, one that still inspires philosophers today. Is there a perfect balance to everything in life? Aristotle, a student of Plato, thought so. Enter Aristotle, a man who spent his life exploring the depths of philosophy, science, and ethics. He believed in a concept known as the golden mean, a principle of finding balance between extremes. This idea emerged from his belief that every virtue is the mean between two vices, one of excess and one of deficiency. Imagine a scale with recklessness on one end and cowardice on the other. Aristotle would argue that courage, a virtue, rests in the middle. It's neither about rushing headlong into danger nor about running away at the first sign of trouble. It's about finding that sweet spot, that perfect balance, which Aristotle called the golden mean. But Aristotle's golden mean isn't just about courage. He argued that this principle applies to all aspects of life. For example, in the realm of social interactions, the mean between obsequiousness and rudeness might be polite friendliness. In matters of spending, the mean between prodigality and stinginess might be generosity. Aristotle's philosophy is not about taking the easy middle road. It's about discernment, about knowing when to lean in and when to pull back. It's about understanding that virtues are not one size fits all, but rather they are tailored to the individual and the situation. The golden mean was Aristotle's way of navigating life, of seeking harmony in a world filled with extremes. His philosophy profoundly influenced later thinkers and continues to be referenced in modern philosophical and ethical theories. It invites us to consider our actions, to strive for balance, and to recognize that often, the best course of action lies somewhere in the middle. But it's important to remember that Aristotle's golden mean is not about mediocrity or complacency. It's about striving for excellence, but doing so in a way that is balanced and measured. Aristotle showed us the importance of balance, a principle that continues to resonate in today's world. How have these ancient philosophers shaped the world we live in today? As we've explored the lives and minds of Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, we've embarked on a journey through time, grasping the essence of their philosophies. These ancient thinkers, their ideas, their questions, and their methods of reasoning have left an indelible mark on the world. Socrates, the father of Western philosophy, taught us the art of questioning. His method, known as the Socratic method, is used extensively in modern education and discourse. It's a cornerstone of critical thinking, encouraging us to examine our own beliefs and challenge the status quo. Socrates' method has shaped our understanding of ethics, virtue, and knowledge. Then there's Plato, the student of Socrates who envisioned the world of forms. This metaphysical concept, although complex, has profoundly influenced the fields of philosophy, science, and mathematics. The idea of perfect, timeless entities existing in a realm beyond our physical world has informed our understanding of concepts like truth, beauty, and justice. Plato's world of forms has become a quintessential part of Western philosophical thought. Lastly, we have Aristotle, the student of Plato, who preached the golden mean. His principle of moderation has seeped into almost every aspect of our lives, from ethics to politics, urging us to avoid extremes and seek balance. Aristotle's golden mean is a guiding principle in the pursuit of happiness, personal development, and societal harmony. The impact of these ancient philosophers is not confined to dusty textbooks or academic discourse. Their ideas have permeated our culture, our societal structures, and our personal philosophies. Their teachings have been instrumental in shaping the democratic principles, the scientific method, the justice system, and the art of debate. The thoughts of these ancient philosophers continue to shape our world, our societies, and our very selves. They showed us the power of questioning, the beauty of balance, and the depth of reality.